Lauren Sanchez has once again captured the spotlight this time, not just for her relationship with Jeff Bezos but for the jaw-dropping diamond ring that has sparked headlines across the globe. The ring in question is not merely a piece of jewelry. It is a statement, a symbol, and a conversation starter, weighing in at an estimated 20 carats. And reportedly valued at millions of dollars, the ring has become a cultural moment in itself. Everyone from jewelers to celebrity watchers to financial analysts has weighed in trying to decode the implications of such a significant piece of adornment. For those who have followed Lauren Sanchez's trajectory over the years, this moment represents yet another chapter in her high-profile life, from her beginnings as a reporter and anchor to her evolution into a media personality entrepreneur, and now one half of one of the world's most talked-about power couples. Sanchez has always known how to make an entrance, but this ring has taken things to a new level. Photographs of the diamond first surfaced when Sanchez was seen stepping off a yacht in the south of France. The images quickly went viral, prompting immediate speculation about whether the ring was an engagement ring, a gift, or simply a personal indulgence. The lack of an official statement only fueled more theories. Some observers believe the ring symbolizes a deeper commitment between Sanchez and Bezos, perhaps marking a new phase in their relationship. Others argue that it might be a standalone gesture with no strings attached, a symbol of wealth, power, and personal taste. Regardless of the context, the ring has become an object of fascination, not just because of its size but because of what it represents in the larger cultural conversation about luxury, celebrity, and the display of wealth. Experts in the jewelry industry have analyzed the photos in painstaking detail, estimating the stone's cut, clarity, and provenance. Some believe it is a flawless D-grade diamond with the highest possible ratings. Others speculate that it might include unique characteristics that set it apart from typical celebrity rings. For example, whispers have circulated suggesting that the diamond may be sourced from an exclusive collection, or that it has a personal backstory tied to Bezos' own interests in rare artifacts. While no confirmation has been provided, these theories have only added to the mystique of the ring. Beyond its physical characteristics, the diamond ring also raises questions about public perception and how luxury is portrayed in the media. In a world increasingly focused on income inequality, sustainability, and ethical sourcing, the flaunting of such a massive gem has sparked mixed reactions. Some fans celebrate the opulence, seeing it as a deserved reward for a woman who has built her own career and navigated the complexities of public life. Others criticize it as tone-deaf, arguing that such displays of wealth are out of step with the economic realities faced by millions of people around the world. Social media has been ablaze with comments, memes, and debates about the ring, with hashtags like DiamondGate and Bezos trending across multiple platforms. Fashion bloggers have broken down the style implications, while relationship experts have speculated on what the ring signals about power dynamics between the couple. Meanwhile, financial analysts have pointed out that for Bezos, a multi-million-dollar ring is equivalent to pocket change, a minor expense given his status as one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet. But for Lauren Sanchez, the symbolism may run deeper. After years of being portrayed in the press, primarily in relation to the men in her life, the diamond represents a moment of agency, a way of controlling the narrative. By stepping into the spotlight on her own terms in interviews, Sanchez has often spoken about the challenges of being in the public eye, especially as a woman navigating both media scrutiny and personal growth. This latest development gives her yet another platform to shape her story, though whether she chooses to do so remains to be seen. Some observers have compared the ring to other iconic pieces of celebrity jewelry, such as Elizabeth Taylor's famous diamonds or Kim Kardashian's controversial engagement rings, noting that these objects often transcend their material value to become cultural artifacts. They represent moments in time, shifts in public opinion, and the evolving nature of fame. In this context, Lauren Sanchez's diamond is not just a piece of jewelry. It is a social signal, a conversation starter, and perhaps even a symbol of a new era in celebrity culture, one where personal branding, wealth display, and romantic narrative all intertwine in increasingly complex ways. The timing of the ring's debut has also added layers of intrigue. It comes at a moment when both Sanchez and Bezos are expanding their public profiles, not just as a couple but as philanthropists, business leaders, and influencers in their own right. Recent reports suggest that the pair are involved in multiple high-profile projects, from space exploration initiatives to environmental causes, making the appearance of such a lavish personal item all the more striking. It prompts the question of how public figures balance personal luxury with public responsibility, and whether audiences are willing to accept both narratives simultaneously. For those who have followed the rise of social media, influencers, and the new celebrity economy, the spectacle surrounding Sanchez ring feels like a natural progression. After all, we live in a time when image is everything, and where a single photograph can dominate headlines for days, sometimes weeks. In this sense, the ring is less about love or luxury and more about media strategy. It keeps Sanchez and Bezos at the center of the cultural conversation, ensuring that their narrative continues to evolve in the public eye. Meanwhile, jewelers around the world are likely fielding new requests from clients inspired by the now famous ring, sparking a wave of imitations, knockoffs, and social media posts hashtagging similar designs. Some designers have already begun releasing lookalike pieces at various price points, aiming to capitalize on the ring's viral moment. This commercial ripple effect underscores how celebrity choices often drive trends in fashion and jewelry, extending their influence far beyond the red carpet or the private yacht deck where the original moment occurred. The ethical considerations around such a large diamond have also sparked discussion, with critics pointing to the ongoing debates about diamond sourcing, labor practices, and environmental impact. Organizations advocating for responsible sourcing have used the moment to highlight issues within the gemstone industry, urging consumers to ask questions about where their jewelry comes from and how it is produced. While no details have emerged about the origins of Sanchez diamond, the conversation has reignited debates about the role of celebrities in setting ethical examples for the broader public. As the days unfold, more layers to the story continue to emerge. Interviews with stylists, gemologists, and insiders from the luxury industry offer new angles, while gossip columns dissect every new photograph of Sanchez, hand-searching for clues about her relationship status. Public statements and upcoming plans in the absence of definitive answers, the speculation has become its own form of entertainment, a real-time drama playing out across social media and news outlets. The ring has also reignited interest in the broader landscape of celebrity engagements, relationships, and wealth displays, with media outlets compiling lists of the most expensive celebrity rings ever worn and analyzing how Sanchez gem stacks up against historical comparisons. This context places her firmly within a lineage of high-profile women whose personal choices become public spectacle. Whether she embraces this role or pushes back against it remains to be seen. But for now, the diamond is doing most of the talking. In the days following the ring's appearance, photographers and paparazzi have intensified their focus on Sanchez, hoping to capture new angles, new details, and perhaps even a public comment. The frenzy has spilled into lifestyle blogs, fashion magazines, and morning talk shows, where pundits debate everything from the ring size to its symbolic weight for Lauren Sanchez. The attention is both familiar and unprecedented. Familiar because she has navigated public scrutiny before, unprecedented because this particular moment centers so fully on a single object, a diamond that has become a lightning rod for discussions about love, wealth, power, and media manipulation. Some cultural critics argue that the obsession with the ring reflects deeper societal questions about gender status and the role of luxury in modern life. They point out that while male billionaires often display wealth through yachts, sports teams, or tech investments, women in the public eye are still often measured by personal adornment and relationship milestones. The diamond thus becomes a canvas onto which society projects its fantasies, anxieties, and debates about what it means to be successful and fulfilled in a hyper-capitalist world. The conversation around Lauren Sanchez diamond ring also taps into the evolving nature of celebrity culture in the digital age, where every detail is magnified, dissected, and debated at lightning speed. The ring is no longer just a piece of jewelry, it is a symbol that carries multiple interpretations, depending on the lens through which it is viewed. For some, it represents romance; for others, power; for still others, it serves as an example of material excess in a world grappling with pressing social and economic issues. The cultural divide is palpable. Some fans celebrate the display of luxury, seeing it as aspirational, while critics argue that such displays fuel consumerism and distract from more important conversations about inequality, climate change, and corporate responsibility. These brands lean into the aspirational narrative, emphasizing craftsmanship, rarity, and tradition. Others are shifting toward transparency, ethical sourcing, and social responsibility, knowing that modern consumers demand more than just beauty. They want values attached to their purchases. In private circles among the ultra-wealthy, conversations about the Sanchez diamond have also taken on a life of their own. Insiders at elite galas and exclusive events whisper about who crafted the ring, whether there were any behind-the-scenes negotiations about its design, and what the stone says about the state of relationships among billionaires in this rarefied world. Jewelry is never just jewelry, it is currency, a social signal, a piece of leverage. or legacy and a tool for storytelling. Some observers have compared the Sanchez diamond to historic pieces worn by royalty and Hollywood legends, drawing parallels between this moment and the diamond moments of previous generations. Think Elizabeth Taylor's famous collection or Jackie Kennedy's iconic engagement ring. These comparisons place Sanchez firmly in the lineage of women whose jewelry becomes part of the cultural record, preserved in photographs, media archives, and eventually museum exhibits or private collections. This raises interesting questions about legacy. Will the ring eventually be passed down? Will it become part of a family estate? Will it be sold at auction decades from now with provenance linking it to this media moment, or will it quietly remain in private possession? Its future is unknown, but the possibilities are part of what keeps the public engaged, imagining what stories will be told about this diamond years from now beyond the material object. The media focus on Lauren Sanchez also reflects larger societal shifts about who gets to represent luxury and success in the public eye. Traditionally, the narrative of wealth display was dominated by old money figures and specific cultural archetypes. Sanchez, as a Latina woman who has built a media career and entered the highest circles of wealth through both personal relationships and professional endeavors, challenges these older norms. Her visibility marks a change in how influence is represented and who gets to participate in the conversation about power and prestige. This evolution has sparked both celebration and criticism. Some hail it as a sign of progress, pointing to the breaking of barriers and the diversification of high society. Others view it through a more cynical lens, suggesting that the same structures of wealth and excess remain in place, simply with new faces at the forefront. Either way, the dialogue is happening, and the diamond has become the centerpiece of that conversation. Social media continues to amplify every development. Each time Sanchez steps out wearing the ring, new waves of posts appear, from fashion bloggers analyzing her style to critics questioning the ethics of luxury consumption. In a time of global crises, the ring has become a digital symbol circulating in memes, news feeds, and video breakdowns across platforms like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. It is dissected from every angle in 15-second clips and long-form podcasts, alike creating a continuous cycle of attention that feeds the modern content economy. For Sanchez herself, the implications are complex. She must navigate the dual roles of being both subject and participant in this media storm. She has the power to shape some of the narrative through carefully curated public appearances, but much of it remains beyond her control, driven by the public imagination and the relentless churn of online commentary. Insiders say she is aware of this dynamic and has chosen to manage it by staying selective about her engagements, focusing on projects and appearances that align with her broader personal brand. Philanthropy, aviation, and media ventures remain central to her identity, and sources close to her suggest she will continue to use her platform to support causes and initiatives she believes in. Even as the public focuses on the ring, the diamond has also sparked renewed attention on the relationship between Sanchez and Bezos, with media outlets revisiting their history as a couple, from early dating rumors to their eventual engagement. Their partnership has been scrutinized, celebrated, and critiqued, reflecting broader societal obsessions with power couples in the billionaire sphere. Some articles frame their relationship as a modern love story, marked by shared ambitions in philanthropy, space exploration, and business. Others view it through a lens of wealth consolidation and media influence, questioning how their union affects corporate landscapes, media ownership, and cultural narratives about success. In either case, their romance is no longer just a personal matter. It is a public saga intertwined with business headlines, celebrity gossip, and financial analysis. The diamond has become a tangible focal point for these discussions, a symbol that crystallizes both their personal bond and their public influence. For Bezos, the diamond represents another chapter in his post-Amazon life, as he shifts from tech titan to global influencer through space exploration, philanthropy, and high-profile partnerships. His relationship with Sanchez is part of that story, and the ring symbolizes a merging of personal and public identity in ways that are both celebrated and scrutinized. For Sanchez, the diamond has solidified her place in the cultural conversation, not just as Bezos' partner, but as a figure in her own right. She stands at the center of a media narrative that touches on love, luxury, gender, politics, wealth, ethics, and celebrity culture. Managing this role requires careful balancing, being visible enough to maintain relevance, but private enough to protect personal boundaries and maintain control over her image. As the months go by, the fascination with the ring shows no signs of fading. If anything, it has become a case study in how modern media operates, where a single object can ignite conversations across fashion, business, ethics, social commentary, and entertainment, news in boardrooms and living Rooms at charity galas and on social media threads, people continue to debate what the diamond means, whether it is a simple token of love or a complex symbol of wealth. In a world grappling with inequality and shifting power dynamics, some observers believe that the story of the ring will eventually fade, replaced by new headlines and scandals, as is typical in the media cycle. But others argue that certain moments become landmarks in cultural history, and this could be one of them. They point to the way the diamond has been woven into larger conversations about celebrity culture, luxury marketing, and social aspiration, making it more than just a fleeting story. In the end, the true legacy of the Lauren Sanchez diamond ring will not be measured solely in carats or dollars, but in its cultural footprint. It has become a mirror reflecting the hopes, fears, and fascinations of a society obsessed with wealth, beauty, and influence. It reveals how quickly private moments become public spectacle and how symbols of love can become symbols of something far more complex. As the world watches and speculates, Lauren Sanchez continues to wear the ring, knowing that it carries not just personal significance but the weight of a global narrative around her finger. It is not just a diamond, it is a story. And for now, that story continues to sparkle, refracting light and meaning in 1,000 different directions, with no sign of dimming anytime soon. This video provides commentary and analysis on public legal filings and statements from representatives. All parties are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. This content is intended for educational and informational purposes under fair use.